Hello everyone, it's me, Dave. I'm not looking in the right place, but if I do, I can't see myself. That's fine, I don't need to. I know what I look like. I think I'm looking the right way now, maybe? Anyways, today I wrote from start to finish an entire kid's book, and I think it turned out great. I'm going to read it to you now. Princess Penelope Prayerlist, my kitty cat, is down here at my feet, and she's nuzzling a bag of books, including a book on top about Mr. Rogers. What could be cuter? Okay, this book is called The Man and the Toad. Here goes. I know you'll love it. Just the other day I was walking down the road when I came upon a tiny cutie toad. I said, "What up, Toad? How are you enjoying your day? I'd like to take the time to stop and say hey. I really need to mention that I like your style. Your colors and your patterns really make me smile. You're about the cutest toad that I've ever seen. Why don't we go into town and you'll see what I mean? We'll question the people living there, and you'll see that you are really quite beyond compare." He croaked at me and then jumped right up. He landed on my shoulder and he said, "What's up? I hear what you're saying and I've got the time. I will accompany you, yes, that sounds just fine." So we strolled and moved to the music of my phone, jamming hot hits, kicking a couple of stones. As we walked and we talked on our way into town, we learned about each other and abolished frowns. We came upon a crowd that was waiting for a sale on bathroom tissue and stuff to organize their mail. 4 or 5 children noticed the tiny toad. They smiled and they laughed and they jumped up from the road. "Hey, mister, where'd you get that toad in your shoulder? He's so cute, baby, we can get one when we're older." I smiled right back and asked, "This little guy? He's a brand new friend. We're enjoying a walk under the blue sky. He's so beautiful and his markings so fine. I thought the townspeople should see this little friend of mine." The kids, they giggled under the weight of their glee and said, "Come with us, mister, some more people should see." We took 15 steps to the grocery store. The people there were thrilled to see the toad. To look at him was no chore. They crowded around and marveled at his colors. The shopping came to a halt. Somebody dropped their crullers. The manager said to the toad, "We think you're really cool. Stop by any time, maybe sometime after school." The toad blushed from all the attention. The kids led us up a hill. It was quite an ascension. At the top of the hill was the Moonbeam Restaurant, with a great logo and a very fitting font. The toad smiled at the sign as we walked right through the door. The owner came out and nearly hit the floor. "Why, this little toad is so beautiful I don't even know what to say. Thank you for visiting us here on this beautiful sunny day. Your surprise little visit might not meet health code, but I know my customers will love this little toad." The people sitting in a row at the bar eating pie a la mode turned around pumping their fists and shouted, "Way to go, Toad!" The toad and I shared a chocolate sundae. The kids chose pancakes to celebrate this fun day. We said our goodbyes and then we left the Moonbeam, off to our next stop with our strange little team. I said, "Hey there, kids, where to now?" They answered, "Back to the farm so we can talk to a cow." Sure as shootin', we headed right down the lane and were greeted by a horse with a curious mane. It was blue, red, and green, and he was probably dyed. Behind him was a cow with a silky hide. And the toady spoke out to this heifer so wide, "Hello, m'lady, on this super swell day. While out on a stroll, we found your farm on our way." The cow's eyes batted back and let out a soft moo. "Dare I say, little one, I've never seen a toad as beautiful as you." The toad croaked, "Thank you for your bovine affirmation, but such accolades are far beyond my tiny station." "Nonsense," said she, and she started to sneeze. The toad and I ducked, and it blew by like a breeze. Pleasantries were exchanged, and we said our farewells. We left the fine farm and its odoriferous smells. It was then that the children led us away to a tiny blue home in the glade that fine May. Said the children to we, "This place happens to be the home of our town's eldest lady. Her name is Lucille, she's 110. She's bold and she's old and is such a great friend." She was there on her porch, darning some socks, singing and humming, tie-dyeing some smocks. She looked up from her work and smiled so broad. "Hello, my dear children and newcomers so odd." speaking toward me and my amphibian friend. Why, this little toad is simply the end! I really must sketch him and paint him on a canvas, it would be so quaint. We all sat and drank tea and ate ginger snaps, as she smiled and painted some took naps. So after an hour and 45, the painting was finished. We all felt alive. I stood to my feet, refreshed from my nap. Something fell from above with a thwap. And so there it lay next to Molly's new sneaks. As her feet hid inside them, it started to squeak. Upon closer inspection, 'twas a squirrel soft and gray. It spoke and it chortled, tail flitting away. I'm Polly the Squirrel, and I just need to mention that beautiful toad on that man begs attention. So do me the honor and please pledge this day that up in my tree in my nest he may stay. Now back on a branch I admonished Polly, you mustn't keep this toad away from his friends, by golly. Of this word friends, please, what is the meaning? The toad shouted out while he was leaning on the man's neck as he glanced around at the people, their faces, and their lively sounds. The man looked Toad over and gave him a pat. I guess we are your friends, so how about that? The toad then smiled right there in that context. The point it sank in. Guess what happened next? Polly the Squirrel knew it wasn't meant to be. From a sack on her side, she took out some muffins for me. Thank you, dear man. I made these today with some nuts and some dates. Enjoy them on your way. Please share them with the children and with the toad, and keep your eyes peeled for holes in the road. I thanked the small squirrel while chewing my muffin. It's been a grand day, I thought, and that's no bluffin'. My toad friend was content on my shoulder, hop, hop. Then the children informed me, we have one more stop. Curiously, I raised one puzzled eyebrow. I'm all ears, children. Please, where to now? Go to the town hall. So to the town hall they led me away. We to the mayor have grand things to say. When we got to his office, we had to schedule a meeting. The mayor's slivers of free time were certainly fleeting. Not 1 day, not 2 days, not 4 days, but 3 was the long time that we waited to see. The toad and I camped at the edge of the town, till after 3 days we headed back down to the town square and the big town hall. The children joined us there again, one and all. When we took our audience there with the mayor, he was so thrilled to meet a toad with such flair. He said, I'll get on the line and tell all the people we'll raise a toad banner from here to the steeple. Everyone check your calendars each year on this day for an annual toad celebration. Hip, hip, hooray! The mayor looked at me while addressing the toad. How do you feel? Will you return to your abode? Mayor, you know I've had such a good time. I've sampled plenty of foods, even tried a lime. The affirmation's been grand, but I really must say my self-esteem was fine at the start of this play. I'm happy in my woods with my mossy rock. I value peace more than extravagant talk. I already love myself, but thanks for the walk. 'Twas great to discover more than one human friend. But God, He loves me, and that's what matters in the end. I valued your company all along the way. My friend, I'd like to see you next year on Toad Day. Now to the maker of heaven and earth, I pray that you meet him and discover your worth. The End. The Man and the Toad by David Seyfried. Written today. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.